Savage, where you from? G-Block, where they bomb. Shit like Vietnam. Gun smoke in my lungs. Stendos in them drums. You boys don't want a crumb. They come knock off your king. Then turn around, get your puns. Gen 5 with the switch. Like my nigga.
So, at the moment, my last 5k PB was in a 10k race. So I ran like an 18, I think on an 18:08. But it was 2 years ago before I got my hamstring injury that's fucking just been in the background for the last year and a bit until I got rid of it. So I've never really done like a flat out 5k effort, but I did 3:30 pace on the treadmill for 5k, which is what, 17, I think it's like 17:20. So the aim is to be able to do that on the road. So, and where everyone's like, GPSs don't count is a huge thing at the moment, and everyone's like, oh, your GPS time is not official, blah blah blah, in the marathon or whatever, it's always chip time. Well, you know how 5k's around the track is a recorded distance, so I thought if I come do it on the track, you can't say it's not an accurate 5k time, even if it's not in a race. So it's going to be harder that it's not in a race because there's no people to keep you running. Just going to go to the toilet and we'll get cracking.
Sweet. So what music do you usually play in your ears for these sort of things?
I've got Central C on.
God.
Gangster. My Spotify listening age was 17.
Mine was 82.
Really? Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That's so funny.
All I am is the bones you made for me. So garishly clean, white as the horses that carry me away. And all my demons, you said, come and go with the day. Our minds will to play. I grow old in my ways, oh, just like you do.
Under 18 minutes. So on my PB, which is good, maybe like 10, 15 seconds faster. But
So you started out at 3:17.
started out 3:17 and died. So ran like 3:40 in the middle for most of it, and I could feel like I was just dropping off. But that's the thing. If I was running with someone or in a race and there was someone else to kind of track, like it would have felt better.
Yeah.
Because even when you were running with me, the camera, I could run a little bit faster while I was running with someone.
You can match it.
And then I fell off again, and then I was like, recover a bit, then I'd try go again. So I think like having a pacer or having someone in like a race situation would be so much easier. But that was why I wanted to do this as well. One, on the track, because obviously it's an accurate time. So I know I did 5k then, because I did 12.5 laps. Finished just after where I thought we were going to finish. So maybe a tiny bit longer than 5k. And then I also know like that's on me to keep that pace. Obviously on the treadmill you have to stay on it. So when I've been running that pace on the treadmill or faster, I know I can do it. But it's just keeping that momentum when you've got to physically do it yourself is different. But it's good. After 2 years, finally broke my PB on the fast stuff. I'm not just an ultra runner. Everyone says that I'm just an ultra runner, so there we go. So obviously working towards the next goal, which is PB in a marathon. I want to get a good time. I blew up on London trying to run a 250, so I reckon I've got that 4-minute pace 100% in the tank for a marathon. So, but you know, you've got to be curious with all of this stuff. Like, I think curiosity is like the key to growing into growth and to continue learning. You need to put your ego aside. Like, you don't know everything. There was a time when I thought I was a great runner, and now I'm completely wiping the floor with myself. Do you know what I mean? And there's times when it feels like it's you versus you and you're losing. Do you know what I mean? And you have to go through them times and find out what you're made of. So that's your New Year goals. Let's just keep trying to find out where we can take this, and that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully it helps other people along the way get to where they want to be, because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So. Meant to be easy. 20% faster than last time I did it. We're at 16k. Might have another coffee in a sec as well. I can go all out free today. So I wanted to do this video today to talk about goal setting, planning for the year ahead. It's a new year. Like, if you haven't done it by now, by the time this video comes out, then you really need to get onto this, and just have like a real structure to what you want to do. And I've been doing this for years now. The way that I like to do it is, one, I think you need to like empty your cup. So you really need to like clear out your space. Something that I've done over the last few days, like, I don't know, take down the Christmas tree anyway, like as soon as you can, get everything like nice and clean. We need to clean the flat a little bit still, but I emptied out my wardrobe. So now I'm looking in my wardrobe, I'm not overwhelmed by like all this stuff and clutter. So get rid of stuff, sell things on Vinted. Like, I've just listed a load of stuff on mine. But I really like to try empty my cup, because obviously if you have this cup, you can't just keep adding to it. It's going to overflow, right? So whether it's like information or workload, anything, like, you need to kind of start fresh. So that's how I like to go into the new year. The next thing we want to really do is like to really plan out our goals. So I do this thing every year where I write down a list of things that I want to achieve. There's a great app for it called Things Free that I use, which is this. And it's like, you can see a lot of red crosses on there. So what I will do is I'll write down everything I want to achieve in a bit of a timeline, try to structure it in a way that it kind of makes sense, but write down all these things and then pick 10 out of all these goals. And then what you do is you pick the one most important thing out of all of them. So that's the one goal you want to focus on this year. Because like, there's a lot of noise sometimes with stuff, and we try to overdo it and we add all these things in we want to do. And then like, you get 6 months in and you haven't done any of it because you don't know what to actually set your mind to and focus on. And then anything I don't do, I'll kind of reassess it. So I'll look at the stuff that I didn't do, and if it's still relevant to me, then I'll move it over. Sometimes it won't be. Like, I don't like to leave things unfinished where, say I want to do a certain time in a race. Like, if I haven't achieved that, then that's obviously going to go on to my goals next year. And then I think another thing that's really cool to do at the start of the kind of year is to test some like baselines in your fitness in especially in this space anyway. Do your VO2 max test, do your lactate threshold, see where you are physically, because things change, you progress, you also go backwards sometimes. So I'm going to be doing that in the next YouTube video that we have in a couple weeks time, where I'm going to be testing my VO2 and where I'm actually at physically. The plan is to do all 7 of the major marathons, now that Sydney's a major. Annoyingly, the first one, Tokyo, is the only one that's in question at the moment, because I had a place and now I don't. So I'm trying to work that out. But hopefully we can get on to Tokyo.
I've got my first 8 weeks of training to try get PB at Tokyo. So I want to go 2:55. And then as we progress through the year, I want to set some big challenges in the times. I want to keep pushing and improving on the time. So around Boston and London, depending on what happens with racing it, or like if it's a race or not, because they're both so close together. One of them's going to go for another PB. One of them's not going to be that. And then as we get on into Berlin time, Chicago, later in the year again, I want to be hitting a sub 2:45. So by the end of the year, I want to get a 2:45 marathon. If I can get it as close down to 2:40 as possible, then I'll be pretty happy with that. And then that will probably be my marathon journey done. I'm excited. I'm excited for a year of like racing and experiencing these things. Like I've never done New York Marathon, which will be an amazing experience. I've never done any of the majors other than London. And they're such a big events now. Like people are going to these races and not even racing, like going to Chicago for Chicago just to experience it. And so we obviously just signed a deal with On. So that's going to be a big part of my years, going to be like the running community side, racing, showing up to these events and doing stuff with the brand, which I'm really excited for. And I want to really build on this channel, YouTube and my socials, and kind of show you what happens and try to help people, inspire people, give people some actionable stuff that they can do to improve and to get to where they want to be. So yeah, it's going to be a big year, 2026.
So we're in East London. It is pretty cold. It's like 1 degree, 0.5 it said on the car. I'm trying to find my gloves. So yeah, we're in East London because we're getting our long run in. It's the first long run of the first long run of the year. So this is Saturday morning, and it's cold, but we're gonna get it in. So luckily we're not doing an easy session anymore. We're doing 4x4, so 4K on, 4K off. So marathon pace, which is like 4:10 today. So I've come out to train with Jay Surrey. He's got this weekly marathon training group that he does, and he's got his run club. But the way that he does it's really interesting. Like rather than it just being a run club, they have a specific training program. So they're always working towards a goal, and it's really cool because obviously it attracts people to come and do stuff, because you want to be able to run with people that are running your pace or faster to get faster. So where they're doing these like marathon training sessions, they're doing it at a pace rather than it just being an easy long run every week, which is great because I've always struggled to find people to run sub 4-minute Ks with me or 30K plus on a weekend. So yeah, going to do a little bit of training with them for the next few months as well. But I just wanted to show you guys what Jay's doing, what he's built, and we're going to do more of that on the YouTube. We're going to look at other creators in the UK and we're going to work with them. We're going to build something really cool, because I think in the US people do it really well. Like I've done it with Dan on his YouTube, and I think there's not enough of that here. So yeah, let's go get ready.
Now, let me tell you how easy it is in Atlanta for a nigga to take a nigga to be. A night at the copper, out the copper, eat the afties, who cooked, Doug, Julio. Your bitch too. She sold. Jump out with your
Jack and Margella, you know. She my bitch, but we don't go together at all. Yeah, having all kind. Pull up with a 20-piece, all fine. 21. Formation, ho, get in line. I'm with Fat Cuz in the blazer. 21. Need your hair and nails, I'm your savior. 21. Say she want some candy, I got flavors. 21. Lil' one getting content for the label. You did. If he say I'm pussy, that's a fable. You did. Horses in my car, I park it in the stable. Oh God. Baby drill, he'll rock you like a cradle. Facts. She gave me head and I felt all cheap. 21. Sour Patch Kid, ain't shit sweet.
Got you in the group, I was like, oh, let me get, because me and May spoke about it.
Just finished the workout today. Jay took the workout. It was 3 reps of 4 minutes at we was going like 4:10 pace, but a bit faster.
Yeah, that's it.
We started off a bit faster.
Some 4, some 4, 5.
Yeah, some 3 somethings at one point. I was looking, trying to keep up on the hill. So yeah, we done that 24K. It's the first big workout of the year. Jay's got this like community where it's like a marathon training team, and they meet up every week, and you get your long runs in, and it's good because it's actual paces rather than just being like easy long run, like getting together and chatting. There's a lot of chatting, there's good vibes, but it's really cool. So yeah, I'll let Jay talk about it a bit better, but yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, all good, bro. All good. Yeah, so we've got a marathon team, like Corey just said. So every week now, from here up until probably at least London Marathon, so that's a 16-week block. We'll be doing session plans, different plans throughout each week. On the Saturdays, starting on a 24 today, we'll build probably all the way up to about a 38k.
Yeah.
So it's 38k, bro. We'll build up to just before London. And really, it's just about hitting that marathon pace, but also just doing it as a group amongst different people. We've got women and men in the group.
And even today, people teed off, like, we did a couple different workouts, and like one was a bit easier, and then there were some people going a little bit faster for parts, right? So it's not always like this is the thing.
So we'll have different sessions going on within that within the day as well. So yeah, man, it's be 16 weeks, bro.
Yeah, excited. I've got to do fucking 42k at Tokyo, hopefully. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Throw that in, definitely.
You didn't.
That's the plan, bro.
Yeah,
That's the plan. Yeah.
Sick. Cool.
See you out
See you there, man.
Yeah.